Hello and welcome back. On the last episode of Will A Wonderful World, we kind of just cleaned up a bit. We got a few S's, expecting some more timelines to show themselves, but it doesn't really seem like that happened. So I feel like the best thing that I have to do is to try and go with Chang Yeong-min and Kang Baekje again. So I'll probably solely focus on this then, I guess, until I succeed, I guess. Unless I remember that I can't, because I feel like the rules of this specifically had issue preventing this. There's only one out of all of them that don't have an S, so I need a gun in the past 5 minutes. Okay. Let's start. This one, so these can't be swapped. And this one can. Have it signed by the lieutenant of your unit. I looked down at the green B2 form in my hand and I had an idea. I clutched the form in my hand and ran back to the Unit 4, stopping at the lieutenant's desk. I put my hand on the handle of the drawer. My heart was beating rapidly in my chest. This would be a huge mistake. Forging the signature, in all seriousness, this would be a crime. What the hell was wrong with me? Calm down. Think. There must be another way. I allowed a sigh. Fine. It should be okay if I just go ahead without a gun, right? I rushed out of the building, hailed a cab, and headed towards the port. But it surely blessed me. What? Why would you? Okay. And this can't be swapped, can it? So I need something else to influence this. Alright, because these are all wrong, so I definitely need something to influence these. So what could is it the last? Is this the last one that I need to find? Because these are S's as well. So I need something else then, I think. Okay, the Tro Carlos, I guess. And nothing's being changed. Have I got all of Jimmy's history? I have. So changing Jimmy's is pointless. Okay. And they all disappeared by the looks of it. A dark red hole appeared on the forehead of the owner. Apparently, he had already heard my threats, but not my whispers. You'd only heard my threats, but not my whispers. No matter how hard I tried to signal him, the old man could not hear my hints. Just when I was about to give up, the gun went off by accident. There was blood everywhere. I ran out of the store, completely forgot about Mr. Kwan, and began running back the way we had come from. Mr. Kwan never tried to catch me. A few people on the street gave me some strange looks. They must have thought I was a madman. I wasn't mad. I was guilty. Guilty of killing someone. I had to confess. I must confess. Before sunset, I was sitting in the police station. There was a blister. There was blisters on both my feet. Lord, I have to confess. Please forgive me. Yeah. I hid the only valuable thing I owned in the left palm when I smashed my hand down on the counter, my cell phone. The owner looked outside the window and seemed to understand what was going on. He accepted the cell phone quietly and took a few large bills out of the drawer, which was worth much more than my phone, and handed them to me. Thank you very much, Mr. Owner. I left the store and handed a plastic bag with the money to Mr. Kwan. How dare you play a trick on me? You think the Black Dragon Gang is just a joke? He punched me in the head and knocked me to the ground. Then he gave me several heavy kicks to the stomach. Passers-by around us all hurried away, afraid of being caught in the middle. Cool. Does the please not do anything? I don't think please changes anything. It needs to be swapped because it's the can. Yep. A dark red hole appeared in the forehead of the owner. Everything has been going well. He accepted the cell phone quietly, which I had hidden in the left palm of my hand, and slammed down on the counter. He had also taken a few large bills out of the drawer and handed them to me. I was about to leave, but the gun went off by accident when I was putting it away. There was blood everywhere. I left the store and handed the blood-stained plastic bag to Mr. Kwan. How dare you play a trick on me? You think the Black Dragon Gang is just a joke? He punched me in the head and knocked me to the ground. Then he gave me several heavy kicks to the stomach. Passers-by all hurried away, afraid of being caught in the middle. After Mr. Kwan had left, I walked back to the city with a limp. For I knew I was sitting in the police station. Lord, I have to confess, please forgive me. Cool. A dark red hole appeared on the forearm for the owner. He'd already taken a large few bills out of the drawer and handed them over to me. I was about to leave, but the gun went off by accident when I was putting it away. There's blood everywhere. I left the store and handed the blood-stained plastic bag to Mr. Kwan. He checked the money inside. He said I'd passed the test. I didn't speak at first. Then I grabbed the bag from Mr. Kwan and handed from Mr. Kwan's hand and began running back the way we had come from. Mr. Kwan never tried to catch me. A few people on the street gave me strange looks. They must have thought I was a madman. I wasn't mad. I was guilty. I was guilty of killing someone. I had to confess. I must confess. Before sunset, I was already sitting in the police station. There were blisters on both my feet. Lord, I have to confess. Please forgive me. That's the rank A. Okay, hold on. How many have you got left, Carlos? You've got all. Okay, that's all of them. Why? What am I missing for What am I missing to influence? This, because like this is the only one that I have that's not. Right, replay. Nope, that's not what I meant. I start, then retry. This one cannot be changed. So I am missing something, because obviously the toy gun can be swapped to the other side, and Right, history, what do we need? One failed letter. Okay, so at best we're looking for another failure on this one. Why is everything... This is... Alright, longest class, which is linked to that. Hold on. Right. History. Let's see if there's any more multiple S's, because if there's multiple S's, that means there's multiple timelines. No. So, on from you. S and fail. You know, got spare fail and like an A. Hold on. Help. Always ask for help. And all it is the controls. Right, okay. Right text provides hints on the reasons of the current bad ending. Adjust your choices with respect to the red text to the good end. Only visible in normal mode, can be turned on for each level separately in lunatic mode. What's lunatic mode? Orange text. Orange text indicates that there are hidden versions to the current ending. Use them to hint to other relevant stories. Changing the ending could reveal those alternate stories. Some letters might have text highlighted in blue. Represent. Okay, cool. Right. Let's look for orange, I guess, because I hate how it's inverted. Right. Nope. Next letter. Right, basically, you need to find a gun. Right, I took the form. Right. 3. Nothing red. I remember seeing a toy gun in the... So, how do we get rid of it then? Right? Toy gun. Trying to go ahead with the light gun. No, it's not. Right. Okay. We'll try and do whatever we can. All this is just a headache. Hold on, right? Right, what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'll have to actually, you know, find the answer. I have to Google this, unfortunately. I know it's not genuine, but I actually am struggling. Hooray! That's one extra thing so far. In the haze, I saw a dog-thick hand pick up and throw the empty milk box in a nearby trash can. He carried me on his shoulder and kept walking deeper in the alley. My eyes began to slowly close shut, and I felt as if I couldn't open them anymore. Oh no, I'm being taken away by a bad man. I'm screwed. When I opened my eyes, I found myself locked inside a strange room without a window. My school uniform, shirt, and underwear were scattered on the floor. Everything was dirty and ruined, including me. Somebody, please help me. Perhaps God had heard my prayers. It wasn't the goddamned man in the tank top who walked through the door this time. It was two men in police uniforms instead, as well as Mr. Wen, holding my wallet in his hand. I hid under the table and crouched into a ball. Didn't want him to see me like this. Why? Why did it take you so long? And back to skipping around again. Hooray, more. Okay. Again, still nothing with the police officers though. Jing was way too careless when she thought I had bought the dress. The stitches were already coming apart. No wonder it was on sale. But maybe I could still let my hair down and cover them up so it wouldn't be too obvious. Mr. Wen showed no reaction to my new outfit, and so we began our sketching practice. Drawing a portrait it was so hard. My hair was still wet after tennis, and it was sticking to my back. It was really itchy and distracting. By the time the bell rang out, I'd barely drawn a rough draft. Mr. Wen put away his sketch, and he didn't ask to see mine either. He was about to leave the classroom before I stopped at the door. He looked at me and opened his mouth. He looked like he was going to say something, but he didn't. Eventually, he left with a look of disappointment on his face. Wear a dress? I couldn't. It was too embarrassing. Wearing nothing but my boxer shorts, I sat down, trying my best to keep calm. I had footsteps getting closer and closer to the door. I swallowed nervously. I saw the guard's shocked expression through the small window on the door. I heard him scream. Then I heard the alarms. Yi had not been able to leave the building yet, and was soon brought back. And I was thrown out on the street with nothing but my boxer shorts. I shouldn't have let Yi be caught just because I was too embarrassed to wear a dress. Lord, please let me help her escape. Okay, and once again, well, that's all this will be. It's just a video of jump cuts. Hooray! Even more stuff. I thought about it for a while and decided it was too embarrassing to change into a dress just for a sketch. I might as well stick with the other size jacket. I was still feeling a little warm from tennis earlier. Sweat kept dripping down my forehead. I had to wipe it off constantly using napkins. Fortunately, the sun was already setting, otherwise it would have been even warmer. When the class finally ended, I looked at my sketch and sighed. Unsurprisingly, Mr. Wen tore up my sketch once again. I lost count of how many times he had torn up my drawings. Besides, I was actually pretty bad at this. I did wonder how I looked in his drawing. Before I could ask, he seemed to know that I was going to say. He seemed to know what I was going to say, and quickly left with his belongings. Oh well. The dress was really tight. I looked down on the dress and that was wrapped tightly around myself, but I could still feel the warmth of Yi's body and smell a faint trace of her scent. That's creepy, Carlos. I never worn a girl's clothes except for my sister's. I felt my face starting to blush. I heard steps getting closer to the door, and I swallowed nervously. Was her the song? The alarm went off in the auction house. All the gates were closed immediately. Yi had not been able to leave the building yet, and she was soon brought back. And I was thrown into the street, still wearing the dress. Damn it! I couldn't just do nothing and let Yi be sent to hell, or sent to a living hell. Lord, please guide me. Works for Carlos, I guess. The dress was really tight. I looked down on the dress and wrapped tightly around myself, and I could still feel the warmth of the body and smell a faint trace of her scent. I'd never worn girls' clothes before except my sister's, and I felt my face starting to blush. I sat down, facing the door, and lowered my head. I heard footsteps getting closer to the door. I swallowed nervously. I saw the god's shocked expression through the small window on the door. I heard him scream. I heard the alarms. How do you know? Was it because my chest was too flat? That's your concern? You had not been able to leave the building yet, and she was brought back. I was also thrown out of the street, still wearing a dress. Damn it, I could just do nothing and let you be sent to a living hell. Lord, please guide me. Okay, let's try once more. Okay, there we go. Ting was way too careless when she bought this dress. The stitches were already coming apart. No wonder it was on sale. But I was only going to wear the swans, and that would be it. Mr. Wen showed no reaction with my new outfit, and we began our sketching practice. Drawing a portrait was hard. I kept drawing and erasing over and over again. I didn't notice that Mr. Wen had already left his seat, and until he walked past me. Let's call it a day. You still have an exam tomorrow. Go back and study. Mr. Wen put away his eshel, grabbed his coat, and left the classroom. Honestly, I consider that a win, considering how harsh he can be. I think we'll just leave it there for now. I'll jump back to someone else. Alright. Well, unfortunately, I think this is as good as I can get. Considering I've tried my best, I can't really get past this part. I'm kind of at even with the help, because the help I found was not very, I guess, descriptive. It was helpful. It did help get a few things, but yeah. If anyone knows what I'm doing wrong, feel free to tell me. Because until then, I'm gonna have to stop until I can continue this, really. But yeah, so sorry about that, but see you on the next one, I guess. Yeah, goodbye.